Mayonnaise, often abbreviated as mayo, is a thick, creamy sauce often used as a condiment. For Americans, mayonnaise is one of the first condiments to add to a sandwich. It is also often used in recipes to provide a creamy texture and a tangy taste. But what if you are in Japan? What will you use to dress your sandwiches when you are in this Asian country? Well, fortunately, there is a Japanese mayonnaise. However, it isn't exactly like Western mayonnaise. It is made with different ingredients and it produces a slightly different flavor. Now this time, let's go through the steps to make Japanese mayo. Don't worry, I'll put all the ingredients in the description box below so you can check them out. First, put the egg yolk and mustard in a food processor or blender and process for 20 minutes. While the processor is going, slowly begin adding 1/4 cup canola oil. The mixture should start to thicken. Now, add salt, sugar, and dashi and give the processor another spin. Add another 1/4 of the canola using the same slow method as before. Then, add rice vinegar, lemon juice, and the remainder of oil and process for an extra 10 seconds. Now taste the mayonnaise and adjust sugar and salt to your liking. It can be stored in the refrigerator in an airtight container for about 4 days. Now, how is Japanese mayonnaise different from Western mayonnaise? Japanese mayonnaise differs from Western mayonnaise in that it uses only the egg yolk, whereas Western mayonnaise uses the whole egg. It is also made with rice vinegar or apple cider vinegar instead of distilled vinegar. As a result, the taste is tangier and sweeter with a distinct umami flavor while the texture is richer and smoother. A lot of people have become obsessed with Japanese mayonnaise. Lately, Japanese mayo has exploded on the culinary scene. People love its distinct umami flavor and many chefs say it's the best mayonnaise in the world. They say the taste is due to the levels of MSG in the mayo, however, not all forms of Japanese mayo are made with MSG. Here are some tips that will ensure your Japanese mayonnaise turns out well. Make sure the egg is at room temperature. If it is not, it will separate easily and it won't mix well. Use vegetable, canola, or grapeseed oil. Even though extra virgin olive oil may seem healthier, it won't emulsify as well. Make sure to add oil in a thin, steady stream of oil. If you don't, it won't combine well with the rest of the mixture. Although traditional Japanese mayo is not made with mustard, it will help the emulsifying process while adding to the flavor. The dashi used makes a healthier and more flavorful alternative to MSG. Use a blender, mixer, or food processor. The key to the great taste of mayonnaise is how small you make the oil molecules. Using a machine will make for smaller oil molecules in comparison to mixing by hand. In fact, the more powerful tools used in commercial plants may account for why store-bought mayo tastes better. Use pasteurized egg yolk or very fresh egg yolk. This will protect you against salmonella. On the other hand, if you want to use Japanese mayo in a recipe, here is one for mayonnaise risotto that the whole family is sure to enjoy. All you need is 150 grams of rice, 2 stalks of asparagus, bacon, 2 tablespoons of Japanese mayonnaise, 200 ml of milk, salt, and pepper. First thing you have to do is to cut asparagus and bacon. Now fry asparagus and bacon in a pan with 1 tablespoon mayo until bacon is crisp and asparagus is slightly wilted. Now add rice and continue frying, then add milk and fry until milk is no longer watery. Add in the rest of the mayonnaise and season with salt and pepper to taste. That's it. Now the question is it healthy? Japanese mayonnaise has come under fire because it often contains MSG or monosodium glutamate. This is a sodium salt of glutamic acid that is used to give food its umami flavor. Many believe MSG can cause damage to nerve cells. Others say it produces sensitivities such as headache, numbness, weakness, tingling, and flushing. However, this has never been proven in human scientific studies. Regardless, you can rest easy because many brands provide MSG-free versions of Japanese mayonnaise, but if you're feeling a little bit health conscious, dashi makes for a great substitute. Is Japanese mayo healthier than regular mayo? Well, Western and Japanese mayo comes out pretty even when it comes to nutrition. If you are looking for Japanese mayo you can count on, there are a few options I can definitely recommend. First, we have the most popular brand, Kewpie. Next, we have Ajinomoto. And lastly, we have Kenko. Japanese mayonnaise is growing in popularity as more American chefs are incorporating it into their dishes, but doesn't compare to how popular it is in Japan. So, can we use regular mayo instead of Japanese mayo? If you are making a recipe that calls for Japanese mayo but you don't have any on hand, regular mayo will do in a pinch. However, if you really want to give it that flavor, you can add rice wine vinegar and sugar. Just use 1/2 teaspoon vinegar and 1/8 teaspoon sugar for every tablespoon of regular mayo and whisk until dissolved. It won't replicate the flavor exactly, but it will get you a lot closer. Now that you know all there is to know about Japanese mayo, how will you be using it to give your dishes an extra kick? That's it! Be sure to check out our free recipe book with easy but delicious Japanese recipes anyone can make. I'll leave a link on the description box below. Thanks for watching and enjoy your cooking!